Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Ciao Juventini of the world. We are here in the press conference waiting for the journalists so that they show up, because it's an important one. It's the press conference of Juventus versus Roma, the first big test on paper, the last game before the first annoying international break. We start with 6 points, 6 on 6. We have the opportunity to be first again, and we will do, as usual, the live translation of Thiago Motta. You know that I love doing this live translation because not only you have the live translation, but you also have immediately the mimics, the non-verbal of Thiago Motta, what he's saying, what he's thinking, what he's touching, what he's writing, the feelings. Is he smiling? Is he serious? How will he go towards Juventus Roma? We are here in the press conference. I hope you like the background. The last time that I did it, I was quite huge. This time, I'm quite small because I want to go as close as possible to reality. We start in about 4 minutes with the live translation. Of course, then we will debrief. Let me say hello to all the people that showed up today. The first one was Juve GG. You see, we have interactive immediately. The questions from the chat, that is always fantastic. Ciao Stavros, ciao Grande, ciao Elio, ciao Nicky, ciao Seraz, ciao Elias, ciao Naruto, ciao Forza Juve Eric, ciao Calvin, ciao Paul, ciao to Neven, Beppe out. Today disaster. I played with the kids. We lost 8-1. A total disaster. This is elite level, guys. Hopefully we will win the next one, because otherwise I will not be happy. Ciao Paul again. Ciao Tariq. Grandissimo Tariq. Ciao Acid. Ciao Naruto again. Ciao Daniel Perrone. Buongiorno. Nick Busutil. Ciao Taha. Ciao Alessandro, ciao Alessio, ciao Don Simon 82, ciao Marco Manuel, excited for tomorrow. Mercato is not crazy anymore. You heard it with the music that is gone. The music is gone. Mercato is crazy. Mercato was crazy. The music is gone. I will go back with the music in January, or maybe already in the last days of December, because now we have to focus on the field, which is the most beautiful one. Let's see if the journalists will be happy or not with the questions, or no, if Thiago Motta will be happy with the questions of the journalists. I'm really curious if today they will question Thiago about football, because you know it's already the second time that he's saying, guys, great, fantastic, beautiful, whatever you want, but I would love to speak about football, which you don't do. So also the journalist needs to adapt a bit. Ciao Marco Manuel, ciao Forza Juve Eric, ciao Taha, ciao grandissimo Taha, ciao Styler Z, ciao Ivan Todorov, we have René 4FPK, ciao Ryzen Cross, ciao Clovish, ciao a tutti, ciao Forza Juve Eric with the first beautiful donation of the evening, of the beautiful morning actually. Keep up the great work, Beppe. Thank you, Forza Juve Eric. Really appreciate it. You know, all the support is absolutely welcome. Maximum of like today we start with 33,359. Let's see how much we will increase at the end of the live press conference. You know, it's the only channel that is able to do that kind of things, and I'm extremely proud of that, because I know that if you don't understand Italian, it's not always easy. It's not always easy. I hear that Thiago Motta is already there, and we will live translate what he will say. He has a lot of papers today, Thiago Motta. A lot of papers together with him. So let's see. Good afternoon, Mr. Juventus.com stars. So tomorrow, Roma with a sold-out stadium. What will be the risks of tomorrow? And can you, in detail, tell us a bit about the team of De Rossi? Thiago Motta. Tomorrow we'll face a strong team, determined team, convinced team. As you already said, sold-out stadium for us. A beautiful atmosphere of football. We did a beautiful preparation. With a lot of enthusiasm. With a lot of responsibility. With daily work to prepare ourselves for this game. To be ready. To be ready on everything tomorrow on the field. Tomorrow will be a beautiful game. That's for sure. Giovanni Albanese, Sport Italia. Mercato is closed. I'm asking you, what are your ideas about the team that you have in your hands? What kind of season can you do? And in general, what are the other teams that you think that are able to go until the end. And what about Thiago Jallo that is back on the team? Can you tell us? So Giovanni asked like 3-4 questions. Kostic, Jallo and Arthur are part of Juve, but the mercato is still open. Our objective is maximum of concentration against Roma because it's a really important one, because it's the next game, so we are focused only about that. About the mercato, I'm extremely happy because players that are strong arrived, talented players that will give all that talent at disposal of the team that is already strong. They came to complete an already talented and strong team. And now they are all at disposal for the team, for the good of the team. I need to say that I'm extremely happy. Question. Juventus is at full points. Now you are in the eye of the target as normal. You receive a lot of beautiful words. Do you believe there are too much appraisals from what you hear around from that start? Can that be a risk? Or is it actually a beautiful reward for the work that you did? Thiago Motta, we are only at the third match day. I always try to keep balance, to not listen too much to the beautiful words, but also to the criticism. But keeping one guideline that is always the same: work every single day, a lot of efforts, a lot of responsibility, the correct behavior, and continue. Tomorrow we want to give the max, always respecting the opponent, but always giving the max. That's what is important to us. Now all the rest, it's not important to me, it doesn't matter. Only the game of tomorrow. DAZN. Question. I listened when you welcomed Koop Manners. You said that it was worth the wait. What tells you that it will be a great? What tells you that it will be a great season? Because these are the words that you said to Koop Manners. Thiago Motta. I'm saying it because all these guys, they made big, huge efforts to come here at Juventus. Also Koop Manners, in that big club, that historical club. Big kids with a lot of talents, with a lot of hunger, intelligent players. I think that we are a team. We need everyone. Now they have to put all that talent at disposal of the team to play game by game to give our maximum. Question about the youth. We see that you are starting a lot of young players. Can you tell us a bit more about that? And then a second question. Daniele De Rossi was a star of Roma. And now he's a bit in difficulty. Can you give us a bit of your opinion about Daniele De Rossi as a man? Thiago Motta, difficulty is a big word. We are only at the third day. Last year when he entered in a difficult moment, he did a fantastic, actually a really big, beautiful, high-level end of season. I know him really well. We were friends in the Nazionale. The thing that I want to say that I really liked about him is that he's a guy that goes towards the situations, towards how he feels that is correct. Also, if the criticism is going towards something else, he goes towards his line. Also, my case, when they gave me the number 10 in the Nazionale, I went for it. And he also defended me. He also spoke about me. He gave his opinion. about that fact when I received a 10, which he was not obliged to do. When there is a teammate that was in difficulty, he always went in front trying to help him. Daniele is in a big team like Roma because of merits. Not tomorrow because we will be opponents, but in the future I will always wish him the best. About the youth, no, it's not my merit, it's merit of them, because they are showing, also being young at that age, that they can help, but also because of the other players that are already in the team, Bremer, Gatti, Cambiaso, that are playing and are helping these young teams to be integrating and to feel good in the field, and part of it thinking only about doing what they need to do. So it's their merit thanks to them and also the people that are helping them. We are at the third match day. It's a beautiful game to play because there are two big teams that are playing against each other. We will be at the max, concentrated, determined, with positive feeling, right behavior, to think only to do a great performance. Fabiana Della Valle, Gazzetta dello Sport. Tomorrow the level of the strikers will be raised, will be strong. Will you continue to keep that defensive line quite high? Because tomorrow Soulé, Dybala will be your opponents. They want the ball into their feet. Thiago Motta. Roma is a team that is strong. You just mentioned two players, but they have other players. It's difficult to play against them if you give them a lot of space, because they have strong players. Don't forget about Dovbyk, that it's a player that goes towards the space. We need to stay together, to stick together, to understand the moments, understanding what we need to do also in the defensive and offensive phase. And that's the game. That's the beauty of the game of football. Who is the most informed? Who can play tomorrow? Koopmeiners. Can Koopmeiners play? Thiago Motta said all of the players are informed. They will all be called up and they can all participate tomorrow. Question about Yildiz and about his role. Can he change role tomorrow? What is the best role for Kenan Yildiz? Thiago Motta, Kenan, when the team will need, he will be able to play in different roles, in a different way. Depends about his way of form, the team that we are playing against, what we want to offer as a game. It's a player that is strong. It's a player that is strong, that can adapt easily to whatever question that and asked and task that we are asking him to do on the field. Question: Roma had some difficulties against Empoli in the transition. On the other side, we saw Juventus doing beautiful things when they were pressing, that aggressivity in the first phase. How much can these things really be important in tomorrow's game? Thiago Motta, tomorrow will be a different game because every game has his own story. We need to be ready for everything. We have a strong opponent tomorrow. And offensive and defensive phase, the transitional phase, we will need to be good to do and offer a beautiful performance. Juventus News 24. Can Milik be back? How is he feeling in terms of injury? Thiago Motta, Milik not yet. Adzic Kefren and Thuram not yet, and Weat not yet. After the international break, we hope to have them together with us in the team. Are you expecting tomorrow a more defensive Roma? Thiago Motta. No, tomorrow I am expecting a strong Roma. Competitive, confident, strong team. We are only at the third match day. Tomorrow, we are expecting the best version of Roma, and we need to be ready, and we will be ready to face them. Question, we're at the beginning. You already said it. Mercato. Do you already have an idea about the other teams? Thiago Motta. My only focus at the moment is that we are focused on Roma. That's the only thing that I'm thinking about. All our energy, all our focus is on Roma. All the rest doesn't count, doesn't matter at the moment because the Serie A is extremely long. So Roma, Roma. That's what he's saying. Question about De Rossi. You played a beautiful Euro with Brandelli. At the time, were you already talking between each other about your game, about the idea that you had as a coach? Thiago Motta. Ooh, that's already a long time ago. We always spoke about football together with Daniele De Rossi. Each other with their own idea of football. But it's not a coincidence that I am on a bench of a historical team and he is on the bench of the team of his heart. He's a person, is a man that really wanted to be there. I did my own path to be here today. I feel, again, I repeat, privileged, and I believe and I'm sure he is feeling the same. We are there to give the max for our job. Today, I'm here with a lot of enthusiasm, with a lot of positive spirit, with a lot of positive behavior to bring every time more high our team. Thank you. Arrivederci. Papers, take them back. Thiago Motta is leaving the press conference. And it's over. Oh, okay. As usual, the questions that I'm always asking you. We will switch in the big screen in a second. I wrote down, so while I was live translated, I wrote down a bit of things. I need just to write down one thing. One thing that was really important I need to call with you. Okay. So, what about a press conference, guys? What about a press conference? You know that I always start asking you what you thought about the press conference. What is the thing that stick to you in mind? Is there something that you prefer, that you didn't like? Let me put myself a bit bigger, and then we will switch, of course, to the big screen. That it's a bit easier with the usual background, but so you can see me a bit better, of course. This is a bit better. I hope you enjoyed the format. Okay, Beppe, how can you simultaneously translate and take notes? Well, I listen in Italian and translate in English simultaneously, indeed, at the same time. And I take, you see, a lot of notes with a really disgusting handwriting, but it's just, you know, like steno notes, like a few words here and there. The Champions League. Wait. That could be a really interesting one because apparently we have already the game. So we start playing again PSV at home, and then we come back on the press conference. So PSV at home, then Leipzig, Juve, Juve, Stuttgart, Lille, Juve, Aston Villa, Juve, Manchester City on the 11th of December, Bruges, Juve in January, and then Juve, Benfica, the last game of the 8th game. So PSV, Leipzig, Stuttgart, Lille, Aston Villa, Juve, Manchester City, Club Brugge, Juve, Benfica. We'll come back on that later. Let me check what you thought. Nothing special, Beppe. Just give Beppe his credits, guys. Just support him. Thank you. No info about Cope and Co will play. The answer that he gave was they are all informed. They can all be called up and they can all participate. Except, of course, of Milik, Adzic, Thuram, and Wea. So the situation from the injury is exactly the same. So there are no new injured player, which is always good. The other ones, we were not expecting them to be there. Otherwise, we would already have no. Beppe are next, mister. Probably not, and hopefully not, because today it was a disaster. At least no stupid question as Douglas Lewis got with his chain. Indeed. That correct. Gian is the player that played at Roma and Mourinho gave them boots. Yes, absolutely, that's the player. Mad that you weren't willing to pay a 25 million obligation to buy. That is peanuts. Well, peanuts depends, because we spent already a lot. Peanuts in today's world, yes, it could be in the mercato. I agree with you, but it was an obligation to buy, and we already have a lot to pay if we want to extend some player. But I understand the frustration, absolutely. It's not a bad opinion. Unfortunately, for today, 25 million euro is a lot for Juve. Unfortunately, I repeat, unfortunately. We'll get out of it, yes, but it will take a bit of time. Motta should write the names of the journalists who are trying to create controversy. Some of them need to be banned for good. Honestly, I didn't hear controversial questions. You are telling me about Fabiana is always trying to start something. What was the question about Fabiana? Can you repeat me her question, because I have some answer, but I didn't try the questions of the journalist. No, I don't remember what was specifically her answer, which means that it didn't really hit me, but maybe I was wrong. Bonjour Beppe, your production is better and better. This one was Avenger movie level. Thank you. I thought Motta delegated you the press conference. No, hopefully not. I'm here to translate, not to answer. Beppe, is it better that Wea comes on as a sub and not as a starter, as he gets injured a lot? First, he needs to recuperate. First, he needs to recuperate from his injury. Then we will see. No, because I think, the minutes are the same. If you play 45 minutes in the beginning or you play 45 minutes at the end, if you are injured, you are injured. Look at Nicolussi, he played 62 and he was injured. Look at O'Reilly, he starts 9 minutes and he's injured. So it doesn't change. It doesn't change that much. The minutes are the minutes, About Dybala and Sule, was it a real controversial question? She said, no, actually, honestly, because you know that Fabiana Della Valle is not my favorite journalist. I don't know the person personally. I met her 2-3 times. She never greeted me, so that's why I'm a bit... maybe she didn't see me. It's strange that she didn't see me 2-3 times, especially because sometimes she was also watching the Twitch interviews to translate later. So, I don't know, maybe she wears glasses and that day she didn't have glasses. She never greeted me. That's a fact. But I have to say that, no, she asked actually, according to me, a good question, because she said, against Empoli, against Verona, against Como, you were playing against strikers that were probably a bit from a different level. Now you are playing against level of players that are a bit more higher, which is correct. You have a Dybala, you have a Sule that loves to have the ball into their feet and not to play that much with that profondità. So going into spaces, these penetrations, that the ball that is going between the lines, to look for players that are going high. Will you defend with a as high defensive line, or will you pay a bit more attention? So I think, honestly, that it was a really great tactical question. Probably according to me, guys, maybe I interpret it wrong, but according to me, it was probably the best tactical question that I heard today. Am I wrong when I'm telling you that? How I interpreted it? Am I wrong, or am I missing something She asked about Kostic and Jalot. Then I'm wrong. Then I don't know who asked about that tactical question. Kostic, no, because she was not the first one that asked about Kostic and Jalot. The first journalist was actually Giovanni Albanese. No, 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 no. No, no. It was Giovanni Albanese that asked about Jalot and Kostic. The answer was from Thiago Motta was Kostic, Jalot, and Arthur are part of Juve with the transfer market that is still open. That was the answer. But it was Giovanni Albanese and not... but it's a correct question as well. You know it, and they didn't train with the team. Jalot was in Roma. We heard about him being possibly reintegrated in the team. I think it was a really great question from Giovanni as well, without controversy there. It's to know a bit better how do we need to consider these players that were out of the team in the beginning of in the entire preseason. Now that the mercato is closed, at least entry mercato, what do we do with these players? No. I said it yesterday immediately. According to me, not a beautiful, really not a beautiful behavior from Roma, because it's for both players. One, they said that he had something on the medical test. If it's correct to not sign him, but it's really strange. The other player, our player, Jalot, they made him do the medical test and then they let him wait in the hotel until a certain point where Jalot, he said, you know what? Fuck off, and he said, I take the train or the plane back to Torino. I waited enough for them and they never got back to him, which is totally disgusting, really disgusting, because you're also blocking him not only for Juve, but you're also blocking him to go and find himself another team that was probably interested in him. So really disgusting behavior, according to me. Absolutely not respectful. I think it's not even about player or not. They just found the opportunity to go for Kone, where they needed to pay a bit more money and they wanted to keep that money. It's a bit disgusting. Yeah, about Sule and Dybala. That's what she asked. But how you block them? So I think it's a good question. Okay, now that you ask me, do I recap a bit the press conference? Because I asked you to tell me about something. You guys, I tell you, this press conference, I love press conferences. You know it. I have not a lot of information. If I need to recap that and make a 10-minute video, 12-minute, 15-minute video, I would not know how to fill the press conference, which only the press conference, because of course we can speak about the calendar of the Champions League, we can speak about the mercato that is closed, we can speak about a lot of things, but about the press conference, I don't know a lot. I need to say, and I want to give credits also to the journalists, because the journalists, honestly, they tried really to also go with questions that were more oriented towards football. Can we say that? I heard a lot of questions that wanted to speak about the team of Roma. What are the dangers? What do we need to pay attention to? So I saw a lot of questions into that sense. So kudos to the journalist, honestly. On the other side, I have to say that Thiago Motta, because he wants to speak about football, he's asking to the journalists to go more about football talk. When he received these questions, he doesn't answer. He never answers. You know what he's saying? Roma is a strong team. What they did in the two previous games, we are just at the beginning of the season. We are only at match 3, so they are strong. They have the qualities. They have strong players, not only Dybala and Sule, but also pay attention to Dovbik. You know that they were suffering in the transitional phase, the counterattacks. That's what happened in the other game, but the game of tomorrow will be a different story, because every single game has a different story. So whatever question that was really typical football, he was answering with exactly the same answer. So I'm asking himself, what do we need to ask personally to Thiago Motta to have other answers, a bit more into the game question, a bit more to understand the game, how we will play. Of course, I understand that you have a game, you have like 5 cards into your hands, like at poker. You don't want to reveal your cards to the opponents. That's a fact. But here, we don't know who will start. We have absolutely no idea. With Max Allegri in the past, we had like at least 1 name, 2 names, 3 names here about who will start. Is there a possibility for Koopmeiners to start? He said All the players are in big form. They are all called up, and they will all be able to participate to the game. So do we know who will start? I have no idea, guys. I can't help you. I really can't help you. But it's a strategy, of course. Huh? It's just a bit funny that when the journalists are speaking about Mercato or about that, and he's telling them we don't speak a lot about football. But when he receives the question about football, he doesn't care. So I see a really, really serious Thiago Motta that is dribbling the question. You know what? Maybe what I loved was probably the thing that, if we want to say something, that number 10 controversy. He's saying, when he was speaking about De Rossi, what kind of man he was. He said it's a guy that is going his way. And that's what I also try to do. I receive beautiful comments. I receive criticism. I try to isolate myself, not listening too much to it. And then I go my own way like Daniele De Rossi is doing. Now, if I have to speak about Daniele De Rossi as a person, when there were criticism and attacks towards the team, because they play together in Nazionale, for example, he remembered really well when I received that number 10 in La Nazionale, and hopefully he didn't read what I said about him receiving that number 10. Hopefully he's not watching this live at the moment, because I was probably the guy that was criticizing the choice of giving him the number 10. I always said it and I will repeat it. So no need to go back to the tweets that I wrote about Thiago Motta, because they are still there, I think. But no, I didn't like Thiago Motta as a player. I always said that he was an intelligent player, but I didn't like the velocity, I was not a big fan about how Thiago Motta was playing, so probably I was one of the ones that criticized also that number 10 to Thiago Motta. But he said Daniele De Rossi was one of the guys that went up, that spoke up, and that defended also the choice of the coach who gave me that number 10. So bravo, but we know the values of the person of Daniele De Rossi. It's a person that I always loved. I regret that he never played at Juventus Football Club. So I love that part of defending the teammates. Repeat a lot of time. We are ready. We did a really beautiful training session. We need to think about positivity, about behavior. Today he focused more about both phases. In the past, I heard about the defensive phase a bit more, like 75% I heard more about defensive phase, 25% about offensive phase. Today I heard more about a balance defensive and offensive phase, which I really like. So Costi Giallo Arthur, part of Juve, Mercato is open, means they can still leave. Happy about the Mercato in. He said, I really loved the efforts of all the players that they did, because they really wanted to join Juve, which was crucial for him. Players that wanted to join Juve. Is it a message to Todibo? Could be. Is it a message to Calafiori? Could be. But the players that are here, they really wanted to come to Juve. So I really love that one. He spoke about the number 10 Nazionale, we just debriefed. The merit of the youth. He said it's not my merit. It's thanks to them, because they deserve it. But also to the guys that are around them. And he spoke about 3 names: Cambiaso, Gatti, and help me, guys. Cambiaso, Gatti, and Bremer. I would not be surprised, guys, if tomorrow we have Cambiaso as a captain. Can you pay attention to that? Captain Cambiaso or Gatti. Yeah. One of these 3. Let's try the 3. It's easy, of course, huh? It's easy if you go with 3 names, but Cambiaso, Gatti, Bremer. You know what? Before I continue to debrief, and then I will take off the background so that we are again in full mode. Can you tell me, guys, who you think tomorrow will be the captain? Oh, you know what? I will do a poll. The poll is always appreciated. We have 4 choices, so the poll is captain versus Roma. We go with in order of the names that he said about helping the youth. Huh? It was not about the captaincy. Cambiaso, Gatti, Bremer, or other. You can vote now, guys. You can vote now. If I need to vote, if I need to vote, it could be that he goes with a block of 3 games before international break of Gatti. Could be. And then he changed after international break because Gatti will go in Nazionale, some other players will not go. Could be. But you know what? I want to put my fish on Cambiaso. Even if Cambiaso is a bit reactive. Dai, I vote for Cambiaso. The chat doesn't agree with me at all at the moment. At all. So continue to vote, guys. I would go for Bremer as captain. For Ahmad. Ahmad is saying, write it down, Sir Raz. I don't know where is Sir Raz. He went home. He said, it's over, I go home. Maybe that is the best. Motta keeping everyone on their toes. Yetro, Gatti. Gatti again. Gatti if Danilo is not playing. For Robin Sutku. I think Gatti would be captain. He has been captain in the last 2 games. Yeah, it could be. If Juve got Calafiori, it would have been a 10 on 10. Yeah, but I always said if you go for Calafiori and you put 30 million there in the beginning of the Mercato, would you have continued to do other investments? Because then you have Calafiori, but you miss on other players, so that 10 on 10 becomes again a 9 or a 8 on 10, because you're not able to invest on other players. You see, we will never know. We will never know. What else did he spoke about the injured players? About Yildiz, his role. He said Yildiz is a strong player. He said Yildiz is a strong player, depending on the game, the opponent, depending on his state of form, he can play and help the different roles. So Yildiz, beautiful words for him. Energy, at the moment, focus on Roma. He doesn't care about who is favorite of Serie A at the moment, because we are just in the beginning of the season. Okay. Now that I did that, continue to vote. I will take off the background. Give me 1 second. I hope I will not demolish everything, guys. Wait 1 second. I am back. And now, of course, the big question, guys, now that you see me like that, should I continue when I'm able to? Because you know that on Saturday I have football myself. It depends with the hours, especially when we are playing away. Depends on the press conference. Would you love that I continue with what we just saw in terms of press conference? First, really small, just sitting behind the desk, and then for the debrief a bit bigger, and then we switch like that? Or you don't care, Beppe, we don't care. As long as you translate, you know what? Let's go with the normal, usual background. Let me know what's your preference, guys. I'm really curious to know. Did Juve see that Napoli spent 135 million on transfers without playing Europe? Beppe will... no, because honestly, I don't like Napoli. But I have to admit that in terms of finances, they have their books that are okay. They did a great work in the past, selling Kim Min-jae, etc., but since years. Napoli, Atalanta are the 2 clubs that we can say what we want, but in terms of financially, they were managed really, really well. Even Lazio is doing a good job. Calafiori not starting for Arsenal right now again. We knew it, huh? We knew it. There is a lot of competition there. They signed him. Can grow in that position. Probably at Juve would have been already starter, but you never know what he can do. Best of luck to him. Will be important also for La Nazionale. Super Seppo, grande Super Seppo. Yesterday, I believe Super Seppo, he gave like 5 memberships. I think, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember Super Seppo. I think he gave like 5 memberships, or again, thank you. We are in a winning streak with Gatti as captain. You don't change a winning team. Good philosophy. Good philosophy. Maybe a lucky charm. I don't know the superstition of Thiago Motta. I don't know if he's a superstitious person. I don't know about that. Good one. That's something that I would love to investigate. There was one question that I asked, that I said, if I meet him one day, I will ask him. I said it here live, but I don't remember what it was. Do you remember the question that I wanted to ask him if I had the opportunity to interview him? I forgot, guys. I totally forgot. I know that I said there was one question I really need to ask him. I forget. Just translate, Beppe. Beppe, do whatever it works better for you. I know it's for you guys. Change is always nice. We have an Armenian journalist football team, and we always participate in international tournament. What do you think about Osimhen situation? Really bad managed by Napoli. Locatelli as captain. Oh, could be. At the moment, Gatti is winning with 74. So nobody cares about the background, huh? Nobody cares about the background. Nobody cares about the background. Beppe, do whatever works better for you. Thank you. Sorry, I just joined. I don't know what if you answered this already. What do you predict the score will be? No, that's tomorrow. No. Oh, guys, I don't even know who will start. Prediction tomorrow. Depends how I wake up, and then I go with prediction. What he was... bravo, Rad. Why he was writing and what he was writing. Okay, guys, remember it because I will forget again tomorrow. Tomorrow I will forget again. Then you will tell me, Beppe, but you have paper, write it down. Yeah, but I have like million of papers around. You can't even imagine. And I don't know for any reason. I always keep these papers next to me. And of course, obviously, it's a total mess. And I always lose them. Or no, I don't lose them. I have them, but you see, I always keep all these papers with me. Press conference, preparation of the videos of what I want to say here. It's like full of things. And then when it's the moment to remember what I said, it's too late. Don't know. I don't know. But indeed, grande guys, you have a better memory than me. Will Fagioli prove himself as a permanent starter ever? Depends on him. I always told you that he will need a bit of time. After a season long of not playing, he received that chance against Verona. Was it a fantastic game from Fagioli? No. I watched again. No, it was not a fantastic game. But it was a good game. It was a good game. Didn't do a lot of mistakes. Was not bad. That's what you need. That's why you need to write on your computer. Can just... Yeah! The problem with the computer is my keyboard. Listen to it. I have a keyboard, you know, like the gamer's keyboard that is making a lot of noise. So when I write, you really hear. I can write really fast now without looking, so I can blind typing. That's not a problem. But the noise is extremely annoying. I need to... Yeah, it's a gaming keyboard with flashy lights, and I don't know why I bought that one. Because I know I'm not a gamer. I play sometimes for fun, but I'm not a gamer. Okay, guys. Something else about that press conference? I think we did the recap. It was a beautiful recap. Honestly, I have nothing else about that. Later this afternoon, I will work on the Mercato votes for the teams, because I did at the 31st of July, and today we are the 31st of August, so I need to make an update, because now transfer market is closed, at least entry. But I can tell you already that Juventus will win. Juventus will win. I was waiting for that second part of the Mercato, and Juventus didn't disappoint me at all. Juventus will win. Cagliari, I was second last time. They didn't do a lot more. Of what they already had. So they will drop a bit in that ranking. Roma, okay, but Roma, they lost themselves with that Dybala story. But I think that indeed Dovbyk, Kone, Soule, and Lefebvre are really 4 beautiful signings. Rise and Cross, I challenge you, Beppe. You were able to watch and understand Allegri. Now time for you to take on Motta. It's really difficult, guys. Honestly, I tell you the truth. I have really difficulties to understand or anticipate. No, not understand. When we play, we see the game. I see what he's asking. I start to understand the movement that he's asking. But I have problems to anticipate the lineups. In the past, I was nearly always right. One man could have been different, but I was nearly always right, depending on the opponent, depending on the form, depending. Now I don't know. Also because we have a lot of players that we never saw. I never saw Koopmeiners at Juve, Nico Gonzalez. I don't even know if he will play on the left or on the right. So it's really difficult. Esatto. Bible Rain Dancer. Esatto. I got 2 and 2 predicted lineup this season. No. Caravaggio. No. You can't tell me that you had Bangula starting on match day 1. Not even Bangula was predicting that he would start. No way. I don't believe you. Impossible. Then, the second one, why not? I can believe you. But that first one, predicting Bangula to start without Douglas Luiz, no, non ci credo. I don't believe in it. Gatti, captain. You voted. You think that that he will be captain tomorrow. I love you, Caravaggio, but can you please confirm us? Then, if you tell me, if you confirm me, Beppe, I promise you, I believe you. But you need to confirm, or you tell now in front of 262 people that you try to fool us. You will be forgiven, but you need to tell us now. We are waiting for you. Were you fooling us, or were you saying the truth? Depends. People, they don't believe you. We sold Haza. Any word on the sell close? 40%, which is great. Let's see. He really wanted to play in Serie A, and that's why the extension with Juve took so long, because that was his ambition. So I'm super happy that he got what he has. Now let's see if the step will be huge or not for Haza. I'm really curious. Or is that great that he will succeed, and that means that he will really do well and he will be sold and we will cash in, or he will fail. That means that Juventus, they did well. It's a pity that he's go for nothing, because we need to wait for that they sell him back. Guido Tolomei mentioned that Mangula will start the game earlier, and I follow him. But Guido Tolomei, that is a great friend of mine, he has some inside informations. Already. So when I remember the day before, we heard that Danilo could be on the bench from Giovanni Albanese, from Romeo Agresti the day before the match day 1. And then later in the evening, Guido Tolomei, that is someone that is not aware of everything. He's not a journalist, but he has really credible sources, internal sources. But then it's not you that predict the lineup out of nowhere. It's because you listen to Giovanni, you listen to him, and then you make your lineup based on what they report. So, it's let's say it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. I want to say that it's a 50-50. Ciao Acrepi. Ciao Grande. Beautiful logo. Really beautiful logo. Fantastic logo. I don't know if it represents yourself or someone else, but beautiful logo. No, the prediction not the day before. No. it's like I would say, like no. Grande Caravaggio. Oh, maybe we can ask. You know what? That's a beauty. Caravaggio, give us the prediction for who starts tomorrow. Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we will write it down, and then we will see if he's right or not. With the okay, that's the final test for easy the because if you get this one right, of course you will be called the king of the predictions. Let's see. Okay, Caravaggio. Exactly the same. The same lineup that started against Verona. As easy as that. So that means Kalulu on the bench, Cambiaso up, Nico Gonzalez here, Douglas Luiz on the bench, Yildiz here, Cabal on the left, Savona on the right, and who played there? Mangula. Can you confirm that this is the lineup, Caravaggio? If you confirm, if this is what you want, yes, confirmed. Tomorrow, we will do here the watch-along pre-game. Yeah, of course, yeah. You can play like this or with, yeah. Yeah, but that's a movement anyway. That's a movement on the field. Can be like this, can be sometime like that. Yeah, but anyway, with these men, that's the most important that we want to know. Okay, guys, Paul. Karov. I say Caravaggio, but actually it's Karov. Karovic. It's Karovic, probably. Karovic. The police. Karovic. Now on, I get it. So the police, Karovic. He's the lineup king. So we believe him, we trust him. That's the lineup that will play tomorrow. Or he's wrong on this one. It's your reputation, eh? Let's see what the Vox Populis, what the people will vote. I'm curious. At the moment, you still have some, you have people that believe in you. I voted for myself. Bravo. Kalulu will start. Larry the Bird. No. Pay attention here. Because then we will start saying things that Larry the Bird never said. Nobody knows what Larry the Bird is saying. By the way, Larry the Bird, I will already tell you, never told me anything about the lineups. Never. I think he doesn't know about lineups. He doesn't care about lineups. That's not his strong point. Don't piss off, otherwise he will fly away, and then we will never have any information. No. He doesn't care about lineup. The game he is not even watching. He doesn't understand. Of course, because he has eyes like that, guys. The eyes of is like this. It's a bit like the eyes of Marotta. So he's watching at other things. He's not watching like this. Dougie will start. Ciao Vasilakos. Ciao Juventini. No, it's not my son. Nico starter tomorrow, guaranteed for Calvin. I think as well that Nico will start. But again, it's a feeling. It's not an inside information. Okay, is there something that we need to speak about, or can we close and then I will focus on the Mercato video ranking? Gatti is not good enough against City, Lionel. We will play against City in December, if I'm not wrong. Against them in December, which means that we have time to let Gatti grow in that position. But also, that's the player that we have. Huh? But you can change. You can put Kalulu if you want. You can put Cabal with Bremer on the right. You can do whatever you want. But these are the players that we have. That will not change, guys. Mercato opens again in January. Let me check. We play against City on the 11th of December. No, I didn't buy it. I would have loved to, yeah, but I didn't for a simple reason. Because I don't trust them. Because it's in 1 year. It's in 2025. And I'm a bit scared that they fight with each other again and then they will cancel the tour. Seriously, yeah, that's the reason. I tell you the truth, it's the real reason. Why? Because I'm scared that they go fight and then ciao to the tickets. And then they cash in. I know, but we don't reimburse, whatever. I know that. The calendar is already in the Telegram group. Grande, mamma mia. Who did it? Sir Raz. What a job of Sir Raz. What a job of Sir Raz. Here you go. So if you go into the Telegram group, we are already a community of 2,164 there. Fantastic job of Mo, of Sir Raz, of Jose, and always on the page. Look at that. The fixture are already there with the dates. We don't have the hours. Ah, yeah, we already have the hours. Oh, the first game we are playing at 6:45, and then all the other games at 9 p.m. Okay. We play on Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So no Thursday game for us. No Thursday game for us. It's easy. The Telegram group, or you go with here. You see in the right corner, you can you can take a picture and you will be redirected immediately. Otherwise, if you go in the description, there is a link. There is a link. There is the link to the channel. Maybe I can do it here. Wait, up. Copy. I can put it in the comment section for you guys if you want, if you didn't join yet, which is a fantastic, beautiful group. So the link is into the description. So the people, 75% of the people, so 3 person of 4, they said, no, you will be wrong on that lineup, Karovic. Today's games. Milan plays against Lazio. I'm pissed off because they put like two stupid, no, but Lecce Cagliari and Bologna Empoli at 6:30, and then Napoli Parma and Lazio Milan later. It's stupid. I would have loved to see end Napoli and Lazio Milan. Also because I'm curious about Parma, that is doing really well. I will probably watch Bologna Empoli because after Roma, after international break, we will see Empoli. We will face Empoli, so I will watch that one in the afternoon. Lecce Cagliari. You know what? I go with a draw between. Let me do the prediction. Lecce Cagliari. I go with a draw. Bologna Empoli. I go with a draw. Napoli Parma. I go with a win of Napoli. Lazio, Milan, I go with the win of Milan, but a tight one. Yeah. So, Lecce Cagliari draw, Bologna, Empoli draw, Napoli, Parma, Napoli win, Lazio, Milan, Milan win. No, guys. No. Napoli will win. Napoli will win. Unfortunately, of course. Our 17th of September. 17th of September. So we have, if you're looking at the calendar, next week is international break. Then we are back to play. And then the 17th, we have our Champions League game. Who will play against PSV on Tuesday? Because before we have an away game against Empoli on Sunday. No, they will adapt. Ahmed, they will adapt. Because with the games until Roma are already in the calendar, the next one are not yet there because they were also waiting for the draws of Champions League. So now they will adapt, and probably the game against Empoli will be on Saturday. So don't believe the calendar that are out now for Serie A because they are not yet adapted. It's a good question, but no. Beppe, do you think Osimhen will be back in the Napoli team? No. Ciao, Junior. Ciao. Ciao. We will leave now. Because I think it's time. Huh? We did 1 hour. 1 hour. How many of our players are called up? Cambiaso, Gatti, and Fagioli. Cambiaso, Gatti, Fagioli. 3. It's a disaster that Locatelli has not been called up, guys. Disaster. Scandal. Scandalous. No, seriously. The Locatelli of the first part of the season has been really, really, really good. And it's not easy, eh? I join in, and first word I hear is, we will leave now. It's not my fault, huh? You have a fantastic, beautiful service here. Live translation with gestures explaining the behind the scenes, and you come after it. Nothing. He has not been called up by Spalletti. Beppe, did you watch the Papadopoulos goal in the next gen yesterday game? What a stunner. No, I didn't. I of course, I was following the score, but I didn't watch yesterday because I had a phone call that was quite important. Sorry. So I was not able to follow, which is a big, huge pity. While I was watching Inter, but then I saw boom, boom, and I said, I watch with an eye the Inter-Atalanta game. And this morning I had no time. Then I went live in the evening, and then I prepared all the game because I have all the sheets for the game of this morning. I went to sleep. I believe it was 4 a.m. Oh, look. They took pictures of me today in the locker room. Look at that. I was in the locker. I didn't even know that they were taking a picture of me. Look at that. Oh, guys, can you tell me what kind of coach I am? You know that I'm T2, so I'm not first coach. I am T2. What a disaster picture. What a disaster picture. What a disaster picture. Before the game, probably the non-verbal influenced our disaster performance of today. I was that's not a good one, huh? That's not a good one. This was before the game. You see, with already everything prepared. You see in the hands, every note is written there, what we need to do, etc., etc. You see, it's elite level, huh? Oh, it's not just a joke, huh? It's not like a cafe team, huh? It's elite, huh? Under 10 elite. Disaster today. We lost. We lost. But that picture, mamma mia. Oh, guys, I didn't even know they were taking a picture. What a disaster. Let me check about the goal. Wait. Let me check about Papadopoulos. Look. Let me check. The pass to the right side. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful goal at the 89th minute. So for the people that want to watch the goal, I think is already in the... By the way, I think it's in the Telegram group. If not, I'm sure that... Yeah, it's already in the Telegram group. Yesterday, posted at 10:35 p.m. No, I can't show you, otherwise they will ban the channel, guys. Unfortunately. Okay, guys. I will work on the next video after having a bit of lunch because I'm hungry. Thank you, guys. You're probably Beppe, but how many? I had everything prepared, huh? I have everything prepared. Thank you for the. Did we put a maximum of like for the efforts of today? 175 likes. We didn't even reach 200 likes, which is a scandal again, which is a disaster. Did we reach a bit more? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. 33,364, which means that we had like 6 more during the press conference. I love these ones, really seriously. Grazie Naruto, grazie Don V. Thank you to Ryan, to Salman Al Dailal, to Jose Angel, to Saraz, to Chris, that is there as well. Thank you to Mario Teofanus. Thank you to all the people in the chat that were there today. We see each other with the video later. Grazie forza.